So we'll be going over. We'll be going over. We'll be going over. We'll be going over. Going over. It's about the time, man. Okay, we're going over what we did today or night. Going over what we did. We're going over what we saw today. Alright, I'd like to say welcome guys to alright, it's about the time of the day where we have to go over today's price action pretty much to point out to pretty much see what the price did, and part of what I'll also be doing on this live streaming section will be a little bit a touch of back testing, and also if you stay with us a bit more longer, we'll also be looking at price action for tomorrow, and of course come up with some speculations of what we think will be going on in the market coming tomorrow. All right, today was a good one. If you look at the chart there, we are currently on the DXY chart, and of course you can see I have a couple of drawings there. I'm just going to hide this my indicator to bring it clearly to you guys on our speculation. And this was the trade we took today. This is on DXY, and of course if you've been joining me here on this channel, you will know for sure that we don't directly trade DXY. There is a reason why we take a look at DXY to see what is going on there. Apparently I use it to monitor price, and of course I execute on EURUSD. Alright, so like I said, if you spend more time here with us, you stand a whole lot more opportunity out there to learn from what we do here. Alright, so pretty much today we woke up and I'll go to EURUSD. Oh yeah, that's the EURUSD trade right there. You see it right there, that's the EURUSD guy right there. I think I like what's forming here, but nothing to be excited about. So pretty much we saw in the early hours of the morning, price came with a very nice accumulation here. Alright, so after that we observed price and saw a downward displacement right about here, and of course right after that price pretty much came back above our EMA. You can see the blue line there is actually our EMA. Came close above the EMA, and of course that was when we had the trigger entry, and of course price expanded up, retraced back down, then of course pretty much pulled out of that one there. Let's go to the daily time frame. This is on DXY. So here on DXY on the daily time frame, one thing is for sure, very nice move here, came back down, went back up, a retracement back down, of course came back up, didn't fill it up completely. Price been trading within that range. Okay, that's an interesting one on DXY. But we can see price is currently trading below the 100 EMA line there. And let's pull it back down again on the 5-minute time frame. If I get any closure above here, maybe I might be taking any pullback to go for this top. That might be something I might be looking out for. See here on EURUSD, pretty much seems like it's giving signs and signal that it's good to go. But of course the main guy which we pay attention to, which at all times should be used for a much more trend confirmation, will be that of the DXY, because that's the dollar index. If we can get price to close above the 100 EMA line with a confirmation, then maybe we might be in for something this evening. on BTC after that rally has been experiencing some a little bit up and down movement here on the BTC stand. Coming back down a little bit down to British pound. Nothing much is going on here, but still at the early hours of today, saw a very nice accumulation downward up move. Then price came back down into it, picked it up, then of course filled it up for the second time. Here on Aussie dollar USD, pretty much same thing, but a lot more rangy kind of move on this one. So nothing exciting really is going on that guy there. HK50, nice upward move, but nothing to write home about. UX oil on the other hand, honestly nothing to write home about also on that guy. I like what happened here. At the point price was trading around here, I just didn't pay much attention. If not, this would have been a very nice entry right there. Of course, we'll be chasing for the 2-to-1 thereabout, but that's not why I'm here. So this is for silver. Let's head down to Canadian dollar Swiss francs. Now touch base on USD Japanese yen. Nothing much is going on here really. We'll just have to wait a little bit more to see what's going to happen further on that particular guy there. And this on the German index, nothing much. We don't expect much to be happening there, at least not bad this time. Nothing much is also going on JP 225. We'll touch base on gold. Quite similar to what we saw on silver. Gold has been quite impressive, but I'm not taking anything on that guy. XMP 500, of course, I'm not looking to trade anything on that guy. USD Swiss franc, a little bit too downward for me. Nothing extra is going on that guy there. Nothing is going on here either. Nothing is going on here either. Okay, so for me, the only guy that is a bit close, but I don't think I would end up trading anything this night, would be EURUSD, if I am using it with conjunction of what's going on here on the DXY, which is the dollar index. Alright, so let's look at BTC on the daily time frame. Let's see what's happening on the bigger picture. And okay, so what do we have here? Alright, from what I see here on BTC, there are a couple of things I'd like to point out. Okay, remember what I told you guys, the blue line, the blue line there is the 100 EMA exponential moving average, and there's something quite interesting that I would like to point out on this particular guy. Alright, so well, if you really think about it, so these are different market conditions we've had across BTC. Okay, across BTC we've had a series of historical data we can pull from. Alright, so I'm just going to go a little bit back in the past and see how far can TradingView give us. Alright, so let's start from December. Let's start from 2012. These are the early days of BTC. Who would have known? Wow, BTC was trading at $7 here, $9, $10. See how crazy it was then. It's crazy, right? People that bought here that are still holding are obviously multi-billionaires. Alright, but that's by the way, we are not here to talk about who is a multi-billionaire or not. We're here to look at market consistency, look at price consistency, and see how we can put ourselves in that equation. Okay, so one thing I can point out for sure is right from September, October 2020, 2012, we've had series of price migration, downward move, up move, of course here. Wow, there was a lot of surge that came after that. Look at that surge, look at that price action all the way to 200, came back down again, touched the 100 EMA. Okay, so one thing we can really point out here is that during the early days of BTC, it was more like touch the 100 EMA, then reject back up, touch the 100 EMA, reject back up, touch it again around here, rejected it, then they finally broke it around here. Okay, let's go back. I would love to pay attention to the point where BTC traded at the 100 EMA. Okay, and also I want to take a record of how price reacted when it came to those points. Okay, here you can see it came down, tested the 100 EMA, rejected back up, trend continued. Here again, came back down, tested it, of course, did not end up taking it further down because we are assuming we are using this guy as an anchor, I'm talking of this particular guy here, the Q1 inside there. If we are using this as an anchor, then this pullback down here where we started getting the double confirmation impulse here would have been the entry. Okay, mind you, this is on the daily time frame. Okay, after that you can see how price traded above the 100 EMA all the way till the point we saw price get up to 200, 220, 240, all the way to 260 before another major pullback down occurred. See price touching the 100 EMA but still kept on trading above, and that lasted for a couple of while. Broke, of course, came back down, not much. We had a very rangy one there. Again, another surge went on that took BTC all the way to 1000. Wow, crazy, man. Can imagine what price was doing all those times. But you can see in a very high paced BTC that's pumping with that momentum, it seems like the 100 EMA was the best support you can get. All right, looks like that, because right now came again to the 100, rejected it, price was still trading above it. Okay, using this guy as an anchor again, of course price decided to come below, trade below it here, and of course wiggle out. We came in here, swipe it down, up it goes again, ended up becoming another rangy market that led to this guy here. Okay, see how price traded down, came out, took out all the liquidity at that low, and of course since after then price attempted the 100 EMA, didn't break it, just attempts, then of course continue going down. If we are using this guy as an anchor, would have been a very nice entry around here. That'd be a very nice one there. But that's by the way. Of course, price ended up coming back down here. We have a swipe out. Price still ranged some more. We had a swipe up here. Of course, price still ranged a little bit more. Then we have another surge around here. It's crazy, man. When BTC starts doing this, it's crazy. Let's check this particular guy here. See, got rejected on that guy there. Of course. I like what I'm seeing here on UXOIO.